In the grand scope of life on our planet, one species has developed the extraordinary ability to shape its environment, not just for survival, but to express its hopes, its beliefs, and its very soul. We are, of course, speaking of humanity. Across the millennia, we have left our mark upon the earth, not in fleeting footprints, but in monumental structures of stone and mortar. These are dreams given form, ideas made manifest against the relentless march of time. They not just merely buildings. They stand as silent witnesses to the rise and fall of empires, the shifting sands of culture, and the enduring power of a singular vision. What drives a civilization to create something intended to last forever? It is a profound declaration of existence, a message sent across the ages to future generations saying, "We were here, we dreamed, we built." These structures whisper tales of ingenuity, of immense collective effort, and of a deep-seated human desire to connect with something larger than ourselves, be it the cosmos, the divine, or the enduring spirit of our own kind. They are the physical embodiment of our legacy, proving that what we build with purpose and passion can indeed transcend our mortal lives. Join the Real Feed with Harry on a journey to 15 such places. We will travel across continents and through the annals of history to explore these timeless wonders. From the sun-scorched deserts of Egypt to the mist-shrouded peaks of the Andes, we will witness firsthand how human vision, when coupled with ambition and skill, can create legacies that defy erosion and inspire awe, even thousands of years after their creation. These are the sights that remind us of our species' incredible potential to leave a lasting mark on our world. Our journey begins here, on the Giza Plateau in Egypt, under the watchful eye of the last surviving wonder of the ancient world, the Great Pyramid. For nearly 4,000 years, it was the tallest man-made structure on Earth, a geometric marvel of staggering precision. It is a mountain of stone, meticulously crafted, its four faces aligned almost perfectly with the cardinal points of the compass. Imagine the scene, 4.5 millennia ago, a society equipped with only the simplest of tools, embarking on a project of such colossal scale. It seems almost impossible. The sheer logistics are mind-boggling. Over 2 million blocks of limestone and granite, some weighing as much as 80 tons, were quarried and transported, often from hundreds of miles away. They were then raised and set into place with an accuracy that modern engineers still marvel at. This was not the work of a subjugated populace, but a national project, a collective act of faith and devotion. Each stone placed was a step towards eternity, a contribution to a tomb fit for a god-king, designed to guide his soul into the afterlife and ensure the continued prosperity of his people. Today, stripped of its original polished white casing that would have made it gleam like a jewel in the desert sun, the pyramid still commands a profound sense of respect. It has weathered sandstorms, seismic tremors, and the endless procession of centuries. Is it a tomb? One thing is certain, it is as an undeniable testament to the organizational genius, the mathematical prowess, and the unwavering ambition of Old Kingdom Egypt, our human story. It is the ultimate statement of permanence, a vision in stone that has become synonymous with endurance itself. We travel now to the heart of what was once the most powerful empire in the Western world, Rome. And here, rising from the bustling modern city, are the skeletal remains of its grandest amphitheater, the Colosseum. Even in its ruined state, its scale is breathtaking. One can easily imagine the roar of 80,000 spectators echoing from these tiered arches, a sound that once defined the power and spectacle of imperial Rome. It was a stage for life and death, a place of brutal entertainment, but also a masterpiece of architectural innovation. The vision of the Flavian emperors who built it was clear: to create an arena for the people, a symbol of Roman dominance and engineering superiority. Its design was revolutionary. A complex system of vaulted arches, concrete, and stone created a structure that was both immense and efficient. Below the wooden arena floor lay the Hypogeum, a labyrinth of tunnels and chambers from which gladiators, animals, and scenery could be lifted into the action above, creating a spectacle of unparalleled drama. It was the greatest show on earth, a carefully orchestrated display of the empire's might. For centuries, this arena was the epicenter of Roman public life. And though the empire it glorified has long since fallen, the Colosseum endures. It has been a fortress, a quarry, a religious shrine, and now a global icon. Its broken arches stand as a poignant reminder of both the creative genius and the savage cruelty of its creators. It is a monument that forces us to confront the complex nature of our past, its enduring presence a powerful link to the architects whose vision shaped the very foundations of Western civilization. High in the Andes Mountains of Peru, shrouded in mist and mystery, lies a city that was lost to the wider world for centuries, Machu Picchu. Perched on a narrow ridge, nearly 8,000 feet above sea level, its existence defies logic. This is not a place where one would expect to find a sprawling complex of palaces, temples, and homes. The sheer effort required to build here in this remote and challenging terrain speaks of a purpose of profound importance to its creators, the Inca. The origins of this lost city are still debated, but it is believed to have been a royal estate or a sacred religious site for the Inca nobility. Its construction is a marvel of civil engineering. The stones are cut with such astonishing precision that they fit together without mortar, a technique known as ashlar masonry. This method has allowed the walls to withstand centuries of earthquakes in this seismically active region. The Inca were masters of their environment, terracing the steep slopes for agriculture and building sophisticated water channels that still function today. To wander through Machu Picchu is to feel a connection to a civilization that lived in deep harmony with the natural world. The surrounding sacred peaks, or apis, are framed perfectly by windows and doorways, integrating the majestic landscape into the very fabric of the city. Why it was abandoned, only a century after its construction, remains one of history's great enigmas. Yet its beauty and the ingenuity of its design remain, a silent, breathtaking testament to the vision of a people who dared to build their citadel among the clouds. There are, really few structures on Earth that capture the human imagination quite like the Great Wall of China. It's not just a single, continuous wall, but actually a vast and complex system of fortifications, walls, watchtowers, and fortresses, all sort of snaking their way across the rugged landscapes of northern China. Spanning thousands of miles, it stands as one of the most ambitious construction projects in the history of mankind. Its scale is, honestly, almost impossible to comprehend from the ground. It's like a dragon of earth and stone, etched right into the very geography of a nation. The vision behind the wall actually evolved over centuries. It all began as a series of smaller, separate walls built by various states to defend against nomadic incursions from the north. Then it was the first emperor of China, Qin Shi Huang, who, conceived of the grand project to link and extend these fortifications into a unified defense system. For dynasty after dynasty, the wall was rebuilt, modified, and extended, a constant and colossal effort involving millions of soldiers, peasants, and prisoners. It was a line drawn upon the earth, a physical demarcation between the settled agricultural civilization of China and the nomadic world beyond. Today, as we walk along its restored sections, we're, in a way, treading on the legacy of that immense human endeavor. Each stone seems to whisper stories of the watchmen who scanned the horizon, of the immense labor required for its construction, and of the imperial ambition that drove it forward. While its effectiveness as a military barrier is definitely a matter of historical debate, its power as a symbol is just undeniable. The Great Wall stands as an enduring monument to perseverance, collective effort, and the sheer audacity of a civilization determined to shape its own destiny and defend its identity. On the Salisbury Plain in southern England stands a monument that's even older than the pyramids. A mysterious circle of these colossal stones that has puzzled and fascinated humanity for millennia. This is Stonehenge. Its purpose? Well, it remains one of the great unsolved archaeological riddles. Was it a temple for sun worship, a celestial observatory, an ancient burial ground, or something else entirely, a purpose we can no longer comprehend? The silence of the stones just, holds its secrets close. The construction of Stonehenge happened in several phases over a period of at least 1,500 years, beginning some 5,000 years ago. The sheer effort involved is honestly staggering. The larger sarcens, weighing up to 50 tons, were dragged from 20 miles away. Even more remarkably, the smaller bluestones were transported from the Preseli Hills in Wales, a journey of over 150 miles. How did a Neolithic people with no written language or metal tools achieve such a feat? It really speaks of a society with extraordinary organizational skills and a powerful, unifying vision. As the sun rises on the summer solstice, its first rays align perfectly with the heel stone, flooding the central altar with light. This celestial alignment is just too precise to be a coincidence. It reveals a people with a deep understanding of the cosmos and the changing seasons. A people who sought to anchor their world to the movements of the sun and stars. Stonehenge is more than a collection of ancient rocks. It's a masterpiece of prehistoric engineering and a profound connection to the spiritual and intellectual world of our distant ancestors. Its enigmatic presence a timeless monument to human ingenuity. By the way, if you are enjoying this content, please subscribe. It means the world to us. Let's now move on to another timeless wonder. Deep within the desert canyons of southern Jordan lies a lost city, a place of breathtaking beauty and architectural wonder. This is Petra, the Rose City, half built and half carved into the sheer red rock faces. For centuries, its existence was a secret known only to the local Bedouin, a hidden jewel of the ancient world. To enter it, you have to walk through the Seek, a narrow winding gorge that suddenly opens up to reveal the city's most famous facade, the treasury. The effect is, honestly, one of pure theatrical genius. Petra was the capital of the Nabatean kingdom, a wealthy and powerful Arab people who controlled the incense and spice trade routes that passed through the region 2,000 years ago. They were master hydrologists, engineering a complex system of dams, cisterns, and water channels to sustain a vibrant city right in the heart of the desert. But their greatest legacy is definitely their architecture. They didn't just build upon the land, they sculpted the land itself, carving magnificent tombs, temples, and monasteries directly from the sandstone cliffs. To explore Petra is to walk through a city shaped by both nature and human hands. The shifting light of the day paints the rock in 1,000 different shades of red, pink, and orange. Every corner reveals another marvel. The street of facades, the vast monastery perched high above the city, the royal tombs. The Nabatean vision was to create an acropolis and a commercial hub that was as secure as it was beautiful. Though their civilization has vanished, their city remains, a testament to their artistry and their ability to create an enduring wonder in one of the world's most dramatic landscapes. In the jungles of Cambodia, a vast stone temple emerges from the vegetation, its 5 lotus-like towers reaching for the sky. This is Angkor Wat, the largest religious monument in the world and the heart of the ancient Khmer Empire. It's a structure of perfect harmony and epic scale, a microcosm of the Hindu universe rendered in stone. Surrounded by a massive moat, it represents the mythical Mount Meru, the home of the gods, rising from the cosmic ocean. Built in the early 12th century by King Suryavarman II, Angkor Wat was a funerary temple dedicated to the Hindu god Vishnu. The vision was not just to honor a deity, but to solidify the king's own divine status and create a celestial palace on earth. The entire complex is a masterpiece of balance and symmetry, aligned with the movements of the sun. Its walls are covered in nearly a mile of intricate bas-reliefs, depicting epic tales from Hindu mythology and glorious scenes from the king's own reign. It is, honestly, like a stone library of ancient stories. As the centuries passed, the Khmer Empire declined, and Angkor was slowly reclaimed by the jungle. The encroaching roots of giant silk cotton trees now embrace the weathered stone, creating a powerful image of nature and architecture intertwined. Later converted to a Buddhist temple, its spiritual significance has never waned. Angkor Wat is more than just an architectural marvel. It's a profound symbol of faith, a testament to the Khmer's artistic and spiritual ambition, and a stunning reminder that even the greatest creations of humanity ultimately exist in a delicate balance with the natural world. On a rocky outcrop overlooking the city of Athens, a single building has come to symbolize the birth of Western civilization. This is the Parthenon. Dedicated to the goddess Athena, the patron of the city, it is the crowning achievement of the Athenian Golden Age. Even in its current damaged state, its perfection of form and proportion is undeniable. It's more than a temple. It's the physical embodiment of the ideals of democracy, philosophy, and artistic excellence that flourished here 2,500 years ago. The vision of the Athenian statesman Pericles and the architects Ictinus and Callicrates was to create a monument that would celebrate Athens' victory over the Persians and showcase its cultural supremacy. They employed subtle but brilliant optical refinements to achieve an illusion of perfect regularity. The columns swell slightly in the middle and lean inwards, and the stylobate or floor curves gently upwards towards the center. These corrections make the building appear more vibrant, more alive, a testament to the Greek pursuit of rational, harmonious beauty. For centuries, the Parthenon has inspired architects, artists, and thinkers. Its principles of design, balance, symmetry, and elegance have been emulated in countless buildings across the globe, from government capitals to local banks. It has been a temple, a church, a mosque, and even an ammunition store, surviving wars and transformations. Though its famous sculptures are now scattered in museums, the structure itself remains on the Acropolis, a timeless beacon of human intellect and a powerful reminder of the enduring cultural legacy that was born in ancient Athens. Deep in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, the ruins of a great Mayan city rise from the flat jungle landscape. At its heart stands a single iconic structure, the pyramid known as El Castillo, or the Temple of Kukulkan. This is Chichen Itza, a place where the earthly and celestial worlds meet. The city is a testament to the incredible sophistication of the Mayan people, their deep understanding of astronomy, and their unique architectural vision. El Castillo is not just a temple, it's a massive three-dimensional calendar. Each of its 4 stairways has 91 steps, which, when added to the single step of the top platform, totals 365, the number of days in a solar year. The 9 terraces on each side of the pyramid represent the 18 months of the Mayan calendar. The entire structure is a masterful expression of the Mayan worldview, where time, religion, and the cosmos were inextricably linked. The most spectacular display of this celestial alignment occurs twice a year at the spring and autumn equinoxes. As the sun sets, the shadows cast by the pyramid's terraces create the illusion of a giant serpent slithering down the northern staircase, joining a stone serpent head at its base. This is the descent of the feathered serpent god Kukulkan. It's a breathtaking fusion of architecture and astronomy, a vision designed to awe and inspire, and a powerful demonstration of the ingenuity of a civilization that could map the heavens in stone. On the banks of the Yamuna River in Agra, India, stands a building that is widely considered the most beautiful in the world, the Taj Mahal. It is not a palace or a fortress, but a mausoleum, yet it transcends its function as a tomb to become a universal symbol of eternal love. Its perfect symmetry, its gleaming white marble, and its exquisite decoration combine to create a vision of ethereal, almost dreamlike beauty. It is, as the poet Rabindranath Tagore described it, a teardrop on the cheek of time. The story behind its creation is one of heartbreak and devotion. It was built by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal, who died during childbirth. Consumed by grief, the emperor marshaled the vast resources of his empire to create a monument worthy of his love, a representation of the divine paradise where he hoped to be reunited with her. The project took over 20 years and required the skills of thousands of artisans, calligraphers, and stonemasons from across the Mughal Empire and beyond. The genius of the Taj Mahal lies in its details. The white marble is inlaid with semi-precious stones in a technique known as Petra dura, forming intricate patterns of flowers and calligraphy. The entire structure is designed to react to the changing light of the day, appearing soft pink at dawn, brilliant white at noon, and golden under the moon. It is a building that seems to breathe, to change, to live. The Taj Mahal is the ultimate architectural expression of a single, powerful human emotion, a vision of love made manifest in stone that continues to touch the hearts of millions. In one of the most remote inhabited places on Earth, a tiny volcanic island in the middle of the Pacific, stand silent, enigmatic sentinels. These are the Moai of Rapa Nui, or Easter Island. Nearly 900 of these colossal stone statues are scattered across the island, most of them standing on ceremonial platforms, or ahu, with their backs to the sea, watching over the villages of their creators. Their oversized heads, long ears, and solemn expressions create an aura of profound mystery. The vision of the Rapa Nui people was to honor their deified ancestors, carving these monolithic figures from the volcanic tuff of the Rano-Raraku quarry. This alone was a monumental task. But then came the truly baffling challenge: transporting these statues, some weighing over 80 tons, for miles across the island's rugged terrain without the use of wheels, draft animals, or sophisticated equipment. How they accomplished this feat remains a subject of intense debate and experimentation, a testament to their incredible ingenuity and social cohesion. The story of Rapa Nui is also a cautionary tale. It is believed that the immense effort of carving and moving the Moai, coupled with a growing population, led to the complete deforestation of the island and the eventual collapse of their complex society. The unfinished statues still lying in the quarry and those toppled during later internal conflicts speak of a grand vision that ultimately became unsustainable. Today, the Moai stand as a powerful, haunting reminder of both the remarkable achievements and the potential fragility of human societies. Perched on a hill overlooking the city of Granada in southern Spain is a palace and fortress complex of breathtaking intricacy and beauty. This is the Alhambra, the last and greatest bastion of the Moorish rulers in Spain. From the outside, its fortified walls appear stern and imposing, but to step inside is to enter a world of delicate artistry, a paradise on earth designed to soothe the senses and elevate the spirit. It is a masterpiece of Islamic architecture, a place where stone, water, and light are woven into a harmonious whole. The vision of the Nasrid sultans who built the Alhambra was to create a residence that reflected their culture's love for poetry, mathematics, and ornamental beauty. The palace is not one single building, but a series of courtyards, halls, and gardens, each with its own unique character. Water is a central element, flowing through fountains and channels, its gentle sound providing a constant sense of coolness and tranquility. The walls are covered in stunningly intricate tilework, carved stucco, and graceful Arabic calligraphy, creating surfaces that seem to dissolve into pure pattern and light. The Court of the Lions, with its famous central fountain, and the Hall of the Ambassadors, with its spectacular domed ceiling of inlaid wood representing the seven heavens, are high points of this artistic achievement. The Alhambra represents a remarkable fusion of cultures, a place where Islamic and later Christian art coexisted. It is a testament to a vision of beauty that is both sensual and deeply spiritual, a reminder of a golden age of art and science in medieval Spain whose influence can still be felt today. In the heart of Istanbul, a city that has been the capital of three great empires, stands a building that has defined its skyline for 1,500 years. Hagia Sophia, the Church of Holy Wisdom. When it was completed in the year 537, it was an architectural revolution. Its defining feature, A colossal central dome that seems to float unsupported above the cavernous interior was a feat of engineering unlike anything seen before. It was a vision intended to proclaim the glory of God and the power of the Byzantine Empire. For nearly 1,000 years, Hagia Sophia was the principal cathedral of Orthodox Christianity, its vast interior shimmering with golden mosaics depicting saints and emperors. The light filtering through the 40 windows at the base of the dome was meant to create a heavenly, mystical space, a direct link between the worshippers and the divine. It was the heart of an empire, the site of coronations and grand ceremonies, a building whose scale and beauty were legendary throughout the known world. With the Ottoman conquest of Constantinople in 1453, Hagia Sophia began a new chapter. It was converted into an imperial mosque, and the great minarets that now frame it were added. The Christian mosaics were covered, and magnificent Islamic calligraphy was installed. In the 20th century, it became a museum, a symbol of Turkey's secular republic, before recently reverting to a mosque. This building is a living document of history, its walls bearing the marks of competing faiths and empires. It stands today as a powerful, complex symbol of cultural transformation and the enduring power of sacred architecture. On an island in the middle of the River Seine, the Île de la Cité, lies the spiritual and geographical heart of Paris, the Cathedral of Notre-Dame. For over 800 years, this masterpiece of French Gothic architecture has been a silent witness to the history of France. It has seen royal weddings, coronations, and the tumultuous events of the French Revolution. Its soaring vaults, intricate stained glass windows, and iconic flying buttresses represent a monumental leap in architectural ambition and skill. The vision of its medieval builders was to create a structure that reached towards the heavens, a building filled with light and space that would inspire awe and devotion. The Gothic style, with its pointed arches and ribbed vaults, allowed for thinner walls and vast windows, flooding the interior with colored light from the magnificent rose windows. The exterior, adorned with a legion of sculptures and gargoyles, was designed as a Bible for the poor, telling stories from scripture to a largely illiterate populace. In 2019, the world watched in horror as a catastrophic fire ravaged the cathedral, destroying its spire and ancient oak roof. The outpouring of global grief was a testament to the deep connection people feel to this place. Yet even in the face of such devastation, the vision endures. The main structure, with its great stone vaults, held firm, protecting the priceless treasures within. The ongoing restoration is a powerful modern story of resilience, a collective human effort to ensure that this symbol of artistry and faith will continue to inspire generations for centuries to come. We end our journey where, in many ways, the idea of Western civilization was forged, the Acropolis of Athens. This rocky citadel, rising high above the city, is more than just a collection of ancient buildings. It is a sacred landscape, a symbol of artistic achievement, and the cradle of democracy. For thousands of years, it has been the most important site in Athens, a place of worship, defense, and civic pride. The collection of temples and monuments here represents the pinnacle of classical Greek art and architecture. The vision, masterminded by the great statesman Pericles in the 5th century BC, was to rebuild the Acropolis after its destruction by the Persians and create an enduring monument to Athenian greatness. The project brought together the finest architects, sculptors, and artisans of the age, including Phidias, Ictinus, and Callicrates. The result was a complex of unparalleled harmony and beauty, with the Parthenon as its centerpiece, perfectly complemented by the Propylaea Gateway, the Erechtheion, and the Temple of Athena Nike. To stand on the Acropolis today is to be in the presence of genius. It is to feel the weight of history and the power of the ideas, of reason, beauty, and human potential that were nurtured here. These buildings have influenced the course of architecture for 2.5 millennia. They have survived wars, occupations, and the ravages of time and pollution. They remain a potent symbol of what humanity can achieve when it strives for excellence, a timeless testament to a vision that laid the very foundations of our modern world. We have journeyed across the globe, from the sands of Giza to the jungles of Cambodia, and stood in the shadow of monuments that have defied the ages. These 15 sites, and countless others like them, are far more than just stone and mortar. They are the echoes of our ancestors' grandest visions, powerful reminders that human creativity, when fueled by belief and collective will, can produce wonders that resonate through millennia. They prove that it is possible to build something that lasts longer than the empire that created it, longer than the religion it was built for, and longer than the very language its builders spoke. These structures challenge us. They stand in silent, magnificent testament to the long-term thinking and profound ambition of past civilizations. They force us to look at the world we are building today and ask ourselves, what is our vision? What legacy will we leave for the generations who will walk this earth 1,000 years from now? Are we creating things of fleeting convenience, or are we too capable of building with a sense of permanence, beauty, and purpose that can transcend our own time? The human story is one of continuous creation. The enduring power of these ancient wonders should inspire us not just to preserve the past, but to build a better, more thoughtful future. Let them be a lesson that our greatest potential lies in our ability to dream on a vast scale and to work together to turn those dreams into a lasting reality. The past has shown us what is possible. The future is what we choose to build. Thank you for joining me on this journey.